Got any left?
No.
Have you got emergency disposable in there?
Maybe.
Tesco's will be shut. Is the nicotine gum to your side at least? I don't think you've eaten all of that. Igus contact. Where is Igus contact? I can't remember what Igus contact is. So I'm going to have to go back into the safe house and then look at my mission log and figure out where I'm going from there. Google for where this mission is. I don't know where Iger's contact is. I don't know where Iger's gone either. Dear well, Kenna, it wouldn't have killed your game to write that on there. Just a line underneath that you're capable of doing, because officers takes up an extra line. It just needs to say, in Waikala. But it doesn't. But at least we've got the internet. It's a good game, there's a fair few things that could be certainly more optimised. Lucky strikes in her customary place, her gear piled atop a nearby bar stool. For once, she isn't smoking. Gives a small nod as you approach. Hey, Dosina, what's up? Tell you about the shinies. Ah, it is now purely decorative. Wasn't always, though. What are you looking at? Used to be tattoo magic. Got it done when I was in Tokyo, doing a job for the Yakuza. Not heard of that, cool. Yeah, it was new for me too. It's a meta magic thing, a way of quickening spells to a person, binding magic into the flesh so it's almost impossible to get rid of. Anyway, long story short, I found a way to break it. Now it just looks pretty in the lamplight. What did they do? Sure, I'll tell you, why not? Maybe knowing will keep you from making the same mistake. So when I went to work for the accusers, they offered, no, insisted I let them ink me. Said I'd need it for the job. Long story short, the tattoos did boost my abilities, but they also branded me, marked me as Yakuza property, gave them an easy way of tracking me on the astral plane. That's not good. It was. By the time I knew what was happening, it was almost too late to do anything about it. I did find a solution, but it wasn't pretty. A long list of unpleasant things, starting with killing the guy who inked me. The whole thing ended in a pretty dark place. The upshot of all this is I can't go back to Japan, ever. But at least I got my autonomy back. Pauses for a moment to light another cigarette. After she fills her lungs with smoke, she continues. So the moral of the story is, I guess, don't take an employer's word at face value. It's a lesson that every Shadowrunner needs to learn sooner or later. But I had a harder time with it than most. So we talk about something else, or better yet, can you shut up and have a drink or two? All this yapping's make me thirsty. Tell me about your team. They're good people. They get the job done. What else do you need to know? Alright, sure, why not? We got Rakta. He's a rigger. An immigrant from the Russian Republic. Genius mechanic and engineer. The guy's built his own crawler form drone. And he's as impressive as hell at piloting it. And then there's Barracuda, the team's shaman and face man. He's got an elf in his mid-40s. He is an elf in his mid-40s. He's got the whole Silver Fox thing working for him. He conducts most of our negotiations. Great card player. Hankin is our decker and requisite tough guy. Troll, huge, covered in tattoos and piercings. You know the type. I'm pretty sure that he and Barracuda have a thing going on, but we'll never cop to it. And then there's me. Between us, we keep our bases covered. Sounds good. How do they work with? Solid. We're all on the same page and nobody's afraid to speak their mind. We all get how a crew of anarchist runners is supposed to work. Even Rakta, who's still pretty new at the scene here in Berlin. It gets tense from time to time, but it's supposed to get tense. Better that than having to defer to a leader and follow orders. We're all free, and we know it. Anyway, enough about them. I don't come here to talk about work. Was there something else you want to talk about? No. Yeah, see ya. The dwarf has a distinctly Eurasian appearance. He peers up at Iger through almond-shaped eyes. The rest of his broad face is dominated by strong Slavic features. He nods to himself and puts down his mug of soykaf. On the edge of the table, a plate of day-old pie cools in a haze of cigarette smoke. Ew. Oi, Iger. Been a long time. Keeping busy? You could say that. Darsina, this is Bannock. He's a friend. Don't know they'd go that far. Nothing personal, you understand? If I were to start keeping friends, I might call you one, but in my experience, friendship and obligation go hand in hand. A solitary life is cleaner. Professional acquaintance, then. Bear. Now let's get down to business, shall we? Let's. We need intel on the engineer, where he's staying, who he's working for, how long he's been at Shattered Nest. Whatever you've got, we want it. He spears a hunk of pie with his fork, crams it in his mouth and starts to chew. A moment later he shrugs. Had worse, and of course, I'll give what I can. But I don't know much. I can point you in the right direction, that's all. Just tell us what we can. We'll handle the heavy lifting. The dwarf nods, then fumbles his jacket pocket for something. A moment later, he produces a weathered paper map and spreads it on the table. Alright, what you're looking at is the northwest quadrant of Shattered Nest. This is gang territory, all of it. These days, the whole Kiers has been held by Rambok. Surprised that there's much of anything left to hold anything. I've heard they'd taken a hit a little while back. That was you, huh? Good on you. But you should know they're still alive and well, and that the guy who took over gang leadership is a real piece of work. If anything, they're worse than they were before. This warehouse right here is Rambok HQ. That's where the engineer is staying. Wonderful. He's staying here, he must be arranging some sort of deal with them. That'd be a safe bet, and they haven't pulled their guns on me yet, so it's fair to assume negotiations are going well. I'm sure I don't have to tell you this, but the last thing we need is an alliance between some foreign syndicate and Rambok. No good can come of that. Now, I can't tell you who the engineer is working for. You'll have to ask him about that yourself. What I can do is make it easier for you to have a sit down with him. He reaches under the table and brings up a canvas bag, places it in front of you and pushes it forward. Don't open that in here. There are people in this room that would kill you for what's in that bag. Ooh. I love how the top option is to look at the bag. You gonna tell us what it is, or do we have to guess? He lowers his voice to a soft whisper. What you're going to find in there is a gadget about the size of a water pistol. It has a rubberized grip and a hair trigger, and it's good for one shot. A stun gun? No. Not really. For your purpose, you might as well think of it as one, though. The object in question is a cyberware deactivator. I had it shipped here at great personal expense. From the Supermax prison in the UCAS. The warden owed me a favour. Oh, cyberware deactivator. Imagine if somebody'd used that on Glory. That would suck. Yeah. Different quest line, but still. Very nice, Bannock. This should make this easy. Not easy. Possible. I wouldn't be giving it to you if the job could be done without it. The engineer's rocking a Delta-grade move-by-wire system. Unless you can shut it down, there's no way in hell you're going to catch it. And if we do shut it down, he'll be forced into a state of permanent seizure. Only until he gets the thing up and running again. Deactivated isn't the same as broken. Until then, his life will be living hell, but I can think of worse things to use as a bargaining chip. Remember, you need to know who he works for. The more you can take him out of his comfort zone, the better. Let's go hunting, Iger. Thanks, Bannock. We'll let you know how things work out. I have no available item slots. Can I take out one of these? Yes, I'll take out the grenade. Interesting, this one actually needs to be put in your inventory, despite being a quest item. The last quest item I got didn't need to go in the inventory, it was a black box, but it was for a main mission rather than a side mission.
I guess because you might have actually used this one.
Probably. Don't bother, I'll be watching. I'd probably see if there's any more magics I can learn. It's been a while since I bought any. Oh, running into walls again. What a dummy. I think they're at the bottom now. Get off there. Yeah, there's a Tailsmonger. Talismonger, however they say it. Oh, I didn't realise they had new dialogue. I missed whatever that sentence was. Dalcina, when you speak with the men who are not men, the fleshy puppets imprisoned behind glass, you must remember they dream. They may not be real people by your definition, but they do have dreams. That alone makes them worth saving. What the fuck are you talking about? Another prophecy. The last prediction you made come true. How did you do that? You're confused. I didn't do anything. I merely related to what I saw. Now, what I shared with you was an observation, nothing more. And she's just ignoring me. Please repeat whatever you said. Oh, she was reading a small booklet. Pages are old and weathered. Now, I have a thought. Very few characters in this game pop in, apart from Aljamoon. Do you think that's intentional, because he's otherworldly? Very few other parts of this game have pop in, but this guy, the eerie one, that nobody, but he doesn't stay loaded once you walk out of that zone either. It could just be a general hardware thing, but I feel given he's spooky and unclear, it's probably intentional. You got any new information? Oh, no, I have only got the option to ask him what he's selling. I've got Powerbolt 3, a finally removed Powerbolt 1 from my list because it was just causing trouble. It's very rare that I ever have to use my regular magic missile. Normally there's something off cooldown, but this time. I could get Lightning Bolt 3. I don't think I've actually bought any of the Lightning Bolts because I've got Ball Lightning, which is just better. It's a shame it costs 2 AP though. Yes, but it only hits a single target, whereas these are AoEs. And the issue I currently have is I don't have any more spell slots, so anything I buy has to replace something else. But he's got Ball Lightning 1, but there's no Ball Lightning 2 here. But the fact that it's even got a 1 at the end makes me think there will be. Do I only have Fireball? Ah, I've got Mana Ball too. Okay. I could buy a better version of Heal Wound, I suppose, but the only difference is it's got less cooldown. And it's nearly 1,000 just to reduce the cooldown by 1. No, I think I'm happy with the magic I've got, you know. I haven't got any elemental fetishes, but they take up my inventory slots that I use for like healing items as well. It's costing a fucking fortune. I know you've said they can turn the tide of battle, but no, I've got level 3 in it just because I had points spare, basically. Yeah, there's nothing of note at his shop. Did you say I could buy better something for some people? Did you say I could buy skills for Datrix? Where the hell do I buy hacker skills? Not here. It's the person on the random corner. This person, I think? I'll make a save before I do so, but I can't actually access him unless I go on a mission with him. It's so annoying you can't change your allies' loadout at all unless you're going into a mission. I don't even know what his stat numbers would be. Blitz. But I also don't know quite how much. But I don't know what his stats are. Oh, hang on, let me get back out of this. Triangle. No, I thought I'd be able to view their stats here. I can't. I can just see what level they are. That's annoying. You're still reading about that, you're reading something else entirely. cause some pain. And then I'll actually progress the main story. I think that'll be everyone's side quests done. There's nobody else to take with me. Going to the Shattered Nest. Shattered Nest. The key is next door to the cruise bar. Object lesson in anarchy gone wrong. Violent gangs rule the streets here, trading territory to the roar of gunfire. The streets are a war zone. What the hell was that? War zone. War zone. As dangerous as Shattered Nest already is, it could be worse. The gangs are vicious but disorganised. They pose little risk to their neighbours. With little more than a makeshift barricade and a few volunteers, the cruise bar has successfully insulated itself from the chaos of the neighbouring Kias. Engineer could change all that. He has to be stopped, and the F-State as a whole needs to be alerted to what its clients are trying to do. It's up to you and Iger to make sure that happens. Got a premium med kit. I have karma available, I know, but I've only got 3. That's not very helpful. As you near the edge of the cruise bar, the familiar piss and asphalt stench of Shattered Nest crawls into your nostrils. It's strewed! And sticks to the back of your throat. The dilapidated husks of burnt-out buildings loom above you, giving the place an air of menace. I was hoping I'd put this place behind me after Humanus, Rowan. Yeah, I'm with you there. Funny thing is, a syndicate presence might actually help Shattered Nest. In the short term, at least. They'll clean up these streets, if nothing else. Don't tell me you've changed your mind. Not for a second. A syndicate, hell, any syndicate in Shattered Nest would be a disaster for the cruise bar. Let the people on the other side of the gate deal with their own problems. I won't allow my home to be endangered for their sake. You again? Well, you ignored my warning last time and you ain't dead, so I guess you can handle yourself. Let him through, Sergey. Suspicious cardboard box. Cardboard box is filled with makeshift bedding. A homeless person must be using it to keep warm at night. Search the box in case they're finding anything. I find an uncertified cred stick beneath the pillow. I'm not going to steal money from a homeless person. If there was like a gun or something, maybe. But I'm not going to take their money. Oh, but is there... Where is the path? Video game, am I being retarded? I was being retarded, the path is this way. Drugs. Ramok's gang up ahead. Maybe there's a way around. I think that's the first and only time I have stealthed in this game. I don't know which way I'm going. I don't know this area. Talk to these NPCs. That's a good sign. Lady. I got pots and pans. You need pots and pans? No, but I'd like some info. See any new friends turn up? Oh. Sure I have. What's it to you? Oh, give 50 gold. Oh, or talk to them if I had street etiquette. Just down the street, in the warehouse with the grass in front. New guy showed up a few days ago. Seems like a bigwig. They've moved the product there ever since. What kind of product? That cost you extra, sweetie. Is it important? Drugs, guns, the usual. Seems like more drugs than guns lately, so maybe things will pick up around here. No problem, honey. I got the best deals on pots and pans this side of Spandula. Spam, 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 spam. What do you want? I'm new in town. What's hot around here? Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. All there is to do in Shatness is get your ass beat by gangs so you decide to join one. Hey, why don't you live somewhere else? That takes money. Rent ain't free, unless you suggest to start living on the street. At least here I have a roof above my head. Then, are you still renting? Or are you getting your roof from the gangsters, maybe? I've seen your type before. You're probably looking for someone, or looking for something that's been stolen. Either way, the Rambok won't be too happy about you sticking your nose in Shatton Nest. Well, he was no use. But I got the info from the girl anyway, so it's fine. Warehouse door as a windowless slab of reinforced Dennis plast. Keypad entry system sits to one side. Engine's still warm. Colours on the tail, flea market as Ramok's property. Got any ideas, Iger? Looks secure. I might be able to blast it open with a controlled explosive, but that'd spook anyone inside. Where could we get a controlled explosive? Afraid not. Used to know a weapons dealer out here, but he wound up dead in an alley. 2 shots, back of the head. Very professional. A grenade alone won't bring this down. If we could find a propane tank, I could rig something up with that. I mean, I'm going to just try and find the code. Well, we avoided a combat situation, so I bet one of those goons has got the code. Oh, there's a propane tank there. Better not get too close to these guys. Did get too close to them. Lieutenant. He's in heavy cover. Bollocks. I think We are going to go for the propane tank. Not that I can't fight them, it's just a waste of time. And I don't think I'll find the code on them, because I had a verbal option to choose find the code or we could try and blow it up. And I clicked we can try and blow it up, so I don't know if that means the code doesn't generate. Possibly. But blowing it up's way more cool anyway. How are you supposed to blow the bloody doors off? Just gonna make a bomb. Just cash, you know. I'm breaking into gangs. Gangs bad. Alright, fearless leader. There ain't anything subtle about what we're about to do, and I mean it. They're gonna hear this explosion back in Cruise Bar. That means when this thing goes off, it's go time. We need to get the engineer before he slips away. If we lose him, we won't find him again. Stand back a bit. So just run it in basically. Ball lightning. 3% isn't a very good hit chance. We're gonna try though. Oh, I got them. Why has everyone got so much HP here? Oh, that's a conjurer. He's not even in the same room as us. I don't know how we're meant to get to him. Stupid. They're not open though. It's confusing. Oh, but I only get 1 AP per turn because I'm summoning the spirit. Oh, that wasn't the plan. I have accidentally just sent the demon outside, so he won't be any help to us. Oh, we're out of combat though. Yeah, that's like a not a real door. We don't need to fight these guys. Oh. Oh, but that's cordoned off. I thought I could get out of that way. These hits. I hit 2 of them. I'm not sure if that's actually... Bullshit. idiot. I didn't use wired reflexes to dodge people. What? Why? Yeah. Is it like set on fire or something? What? Oh. Do you know which one you were using? Toilet bin.
Green energy.
What's That's the white top. Is it a different, is it 70-30 instead of 50-50 or vice versa? So I think your things are incompatible. Oh no, it's 50-50. That's what you normally use. I think he's going to escape because I didn't understand how to progress through this area. If we had haste, it would be fine. But guess what we do not have? Try chasing him, but I'm probably going to have to reload. Because I think he's going to get away just because I didn't understand how to progress, because I didn't understand that was a door at the start of the zone. Because it looked like a closed shutter. I think he's going to escape. We're not going to be able to catch up with him. Unless he does something stupid. No, I can't catch him. Mission failed.
What's the range on the deactivator?
I think it's right next to you. That's this room. Probably this room. But I'm wondering if how long it took us to leave the downstairs level made any difference whatsoever. Because that looks like it's probably his usual starting position. That was like half an hour ago. But if I know where I'm going, that's cool. And then there's Doggo. Beelz is cute. The other one looks more like Tails. If I look at this, buttons on the keypad are badly worn. Wad of chewing gum has been plastered over the part of the flickering screen. There's no way for me to know what this code is. Because there is no something else to do. I've walked around this whole area. Right, so if we just ignore these guys and go straight for the other area. See if that makes any difference. See if the engineer starts in that. No, because the engineer does start in this room. Yeah, has the engineer already buggered off though? I think he has. Yeah, he's already fucked off. Wasted my time killing these goons. I do begrudge the fact that you don't get any loot or anything or any XP for killing the enemies. You only get it for like doing the missions. If it puts them in the exact same position, it probably will, because it's taken us time to get through here because there's goons. Oh no, he's in the same position. That was a waste of time, but whatever. And I'm more injured than I was last time, but I don't understand how I'm meant to catch him. Oh, I know what I could do. Use stunning attacks so he doesn't get AP. That's an excellent point. Nice, 2 AP. Pretty good chance of hitting him. Shoot him with that. It missed completely, very helpful. Please. Hit him. Fucking missed, of course it did. But if we just reload this zone, so if he's in the same position, I just need to look at my abilities because I've got mana ball and shit I could hit him with, which reduces AP. Duh. Stupid dragon. AP down. Let's attack. The problem is if that misses. No, it got him. 1 AP down. And then I get... Try and hit him with that. Great. 50-50 chance. It missed completely. Of course it did. That's a 31% chance of hit. That is a joke. Oh, he's asleep though, I think. But he's getting a run away again because we didn't have enough AP to reach him on that turn. Ball lightning takes. Oh, if I'd stood on the thingy, that might have helped. 2 cooldown. Stand on that. Oh, it costs 2 anyway, so it doesn't help. Because Darcina's the one with the thing. Summoning goons as well. Stop attacking me. Oh, fuck off. The water spirit put accident status effect on me, which makes everything cost an extra AP. Good chance Dulcina might die in this fight, you know. And it fucking missed. Of course it would miss. Of course. The only attack that's got the ability to damage AP would fucking miss. This is a dreadful mission. Aha! 1 AP for that. Oh, you fucking bastard! It costs 2 AP to use that because of that fucking status effect. I think. Is it because of the status effect? So I can catch him on this part, but I can't zap him. That is the most evil ever. I don't know how long accident lasts for either. That is so fucking bullshit. Dulcina might well die on this turn. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to run her forward and hope he stands next to me. No, he's not quite that stupid. How many rounds does this bullshit last for? Still active. I don't know how to cancel it. If you even can. No, he's 2 squares away and I can't use it. Extremely close range. I think you have to be right next to him, like melee attack range. That is bullshit. Oh well, I guess I'll heal myself. That's all I can do. If I'd given her the item, she'd be able to do it, but no, I can't just pass her it and say, can you stun him, please? Try and kneecap him. Took 2 AP off him, but that didn't stop him. And you stole my AP with a grenade. I've only got 1 grenade, and Dulcina's asleep. Oh, but so's the baddie. But that doesn't help, because Dulcina's the one that's got the ability. Horrendous RNG. And the grenades she's got active are what should we call them? Attacky grenades, not stunny grenades. So that wouldn't help because he's not allowed to die. I'm wondering if it's better to let Dulcina die and then maybe that wound will wear off. Oh no, we're back to normal now. Right. We're going to stand behind the cunt. And we're going to zap him. Oh, now I've got to clear the area of the gangsters. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but I'm not happy about it. Fuck off, that did 1 damage less than it was meant to. Oh my god, I'm nearly dead. And I am dead. It's alright, I had a res. did that miss? 53, 41. It's for hit chances. Missed fucking completely. Kneecap the bastard. Missed, of course it would miss. How come their attacks don't miss, Kieran? Oh, it must have just given up with him. Oh, maybe he died on his next turn because of the mana drain. Help me drag this guy back to the warehouse. We're going to find out what he knows. Or maybe it took pity on me from the fact it kept fucking missing. Engineer lies splayed out on the ground, his body trembling violently. Iger shoves a bottle up his nose and squeezes. The engineer shudders violently, and the trembling begins to subside. It's an aerosol BZD. Helps to treat the seizures. Bannock was kind enough to include it in his goodie bag. It won't last him long, but it should give Yuli here enough muscular control to answer a few questions. The engineer's voice comes out of trembling stutter. Fuck you, troll! See, he's talking already. Engineer's eyes burn with hate. Beads of sweat dot his brow as he struggles to control the tremors that rack his body. Takes a deep breath, holds it and releases it slowly. The trembling begins to subside. You've got some questions, you better have answers. I know the troll bitch, we have history, but you are a stranger to me. You're sure that you have a stomach for this stranger? Not many do. I'll manage, but if you give us what we want, this will be a lot easier for you. I got nothing for you, ShadowRunner. The sooner you learn that, the better off we'll all be. Oh, Yuli. She slaps him across the face, slipping his lip down the middle. The impact sounds like a gunshot. You're in no position to make demands. Iger leans in towards the engineer. He recoils, grinding the back of his head against the grease-stained Duraplast tiles. You're a helpless fucking cripple. But if you answer our questions, things will go easier for you. So tell us, whose payroll are you on? Grabs a fistful of the orc's hair and lifts his head. His face inches from hers. Tell us who sent you a schnatten nest. A long pause. Eventually the engineer looks away. Alright, you want to know so badly, I'll tell you. Tamanus sent me here. They want to use Shatnest as a base of operations in Berlin. My point of contact is a ghoul named Beale. There, you got your intel, now set me free or kill me. Yuli. You wouldn't roll over an employer this easily. Your rep tells me that much. He raises an eyebrow. No? He's right. He's directing us around. You want a name? I'll give you a name. Want more? I can give you those too. I can name you 100 clients who'd love a piece of Shatnest. How do you intend to determine who really sent me? Got a couple of ideas. You can try beating the truth out of me. You can try cutting on me. Get creative with the plies if you like. Every time you hurt me, I'll give you a different name. Torture me or don't, it'll all end the same way. I'll be dead and you'll know nothing for certain. My clients will move ahead on schedule. Cooperating doesn't have to end up that way. You'll get out of here alive. Yeah, if you're already dead, why care about being a snitch? You think I'm delusional, woman? I'm already dead. The she-troll beside you is going to put a bullet in my brain as soon as she gets what she wants. Just look at her. Take a long look at that ugly troll face. She's just aching to put me in the ground. Iga's hands bunch in her fists. She's still smiling, but you can feel a heat of hatred behind her eyes. You've got bigger issues to worry about than my face, Yuli. If you don't start telling me what I want to hear in the next 30 seconds, it's going to get messy. You know what, Yuli? I'll start talking with you. Engineer cuts you off, a perverse smile spread across his face. You know, Iga, I'd like to tell you a story. We share so much history, you and I. This is a funny story. A story about your time in the KSK. A story about futility. I can tell you all about the lives you've touched and how many syndicates touched them again afterwards. Would you like that? Dalcina, do me a favour. Sweep the building for intel. Anything we might have missed on the way in? I don't know if that's a good idea. It's necessary, Dalcina. And I won't let this twisted little prick chase me out the room. He can tell me whatever story he likes. No, I feel like he's getting under your skin. We can't kill him before we get the truth. Don't worry about me. Everything's alright on my end, but this asshole is right about one thing. We aren't going to solve it on his word alone. I don't think we'll beat it out of him, unfortunately. No, of course not. She'll eventually spill the name we're looking for, but be buried in so much white noise it'd be impossible to fill her out. We'll find some corroborating evidence, though. That might help us wade through the river of bullshit he's spewing. I can't tell you what to look for, but he was doing business with Rambrook in this building. There must be something here that can tell us what he represents. I hadn't read it. Well, I'm perfectly fine with her torturing him. I hadn't read the questions yet. I was still reading the text. Be quick. Oh, we're back in the room we started in. I stand corrected, people do just fade in and out of existence. Iga's disappeared. She's that shadowy mark on the ground. Chemical storage unit. Light jostle shows they're completely empty. Drones. Looks melted. Cargo container's empty. Generic courier drone has been snapped together out of prefab parts from a dozen different manufacturers. Cheap utilitarian thing. Remarkable only that it's so incredibly plain. A half-bright teenager could probably cobble something together like this in one afternoon. Drone sits in charging cradle. It's turbofan unpowered. Cheerful green light blinks on its front panel to remind you it's still active. See the silhouette of something under the flimsy plastic drone. Under the cargo compartment, wherever this thing was here to deliver, it's still carrying it. Ooh, what's in it? You depress the catch on the container's plastic lid. Rather than swinging open, the lid slides back to reveal a touchpad. Ah, look more closely. Oh, yeah. Taking a closer look, you notice something strange. There's a set of electrical contact plates lining the lip of the cargo drone's compartment. Fair bet this thing's outfitted with an anti-tampering system of some kind. I don't have a password. I'm not a rigger, so I can't just hack it. Got alert, Kieran. Pages are filmed overflowing with handwritten text. You don't recognise the language. Judging from the accent marks, you guess it's a Scandinavian tongue. You can't read it. The arrangement of the text tells you the ledger has primarily been used as an address book. Oh. That's not very helpful. Oh, it wants a word. It's tamper-proof. How's the door here? It's a room I haven't been into yet. Oh, a corpse! Just what I wanted. The broken body of a man lies on the floor. His face is a mess with fresh cuts and congealed blood. His head is oddly deformed, despite his wounds. His mouth is twisted into a macabre smile. Examine the body. Judging from the shape of the ganger's head, you'd guess his skull had been fractured in at least 3 places. The centre of his forehead is particularly gruesome. It looks soft, as though the skin was stretched like a tent between shards of broken bone. Looking up, you can see a great smear of gore on the door of the room you found him in. The implications are clear. This man bashed his own head in trying to get out. And he did it with a smile on his face. Ooh. Ah, you know how I didn't put enough points into biotech, Kieran? His hands are badly broken too. I haven't got enough points for it. We've seen these sorts of injuries after bare-knuckle fistfights, but never anything this severe. This man punched something hard and went on punching it until his hands were reduced to useless slabs of meat. Am I soft locked because I don't have enough intelligence to do the corpse? I could try punching the drone, but it says I had 2 intelligence, which told me it's got an anti-tamper system. What if I talk to the stinky bad man? As you approach, you see the engineer's chest is sheeted with blood. Most of it seems to be coming from his nose, which has been crushed into a wad of bloody meat. Iger turns to face you. Her bunched fists are dripping red. Find anything? Strained, her cheeks are flushed. Kieran, which of these is less aggressive? Probably the top one? She's punched his nose in while I've been looking, even though... Because it seems like they've got a history, but... that feels like that can only be used sarcastically. I don't know, I'm gonna go for that one. This isn't torture, it's justice. If you knew half of what this bastard has done, you'd heard the things that he just told me, you'd do the same. He's not a fucking helpless prisoner, he's a gang leader. Neutral-ish. Just tell me what you found. Yes, please, enlighten us. Why would you risk your life? Well, accept death and still not snitch on your boss. Unless it was family, I suppose. Found the journal. Norwegian, maybe. I think this is written in Bokmal. I can't read it, but it looks like a shipping manifest. Looks like addresses all the way through. Some are annotated, but I can't see any names. Top of the page, written in a different hand, is a single word. It's written in English, but you can understand it all the same. Oh, because Wednesday. Yeah, not particularly helpful without a full date, but I'm guessing it's something. That might be the code for the drone. Of course, Wednesday might not refer to a day of the week. It could be a code for something. Taking out a contact list, it's impossible to say. Should be good. might be nothing. That could mean he's back in bed with Lobachki's syndicate. Taking orders from your old bosses? Maybe? Who's to say? What happened on Wednesday? This Wednesday? I'll be putting your mother to work on the street corner. And when she's all worn out, I'll give your father a shot at the job. Do I hit him? I've got the option to hit him.
I'd say you can do better than that.
So he's looking to be beaten to death, so you can't share the info.
Yeah.
I found a body, but I'm too stupid to know what to do with it. But I'm going to try typing Wednesday into that drone in a second. Interesting, but not unusual in these parts. There are all kinds of drugs that make people act that way. Some of them aren't hard to get in a place like Shatnest. Found something else. I'm going to try typing in Wednesday. The Bron. I'm pressing the X button, but it doesn't believe me. It's Wednesday. I don't know whether that has to be all capitals. Ah, heard me. Wednesday. Plastic lid of the cargo container pops open with a click. Inside, you find what appears to be a homemade SimSets chip. Sits securely in a custom-made plastic bracket. I don't know what that does. You pop the chip out the bracket and pocket it. A few seconds later, an angry hissing sound comes from somewhere deep within the drone. Ooh! So you step away from the... I like my character did not step away. I pressed step away and she did not. They could have engineered that. They've got a walk cycle. You step away from the drone, the hissing sound glows to a roar. Bright white sparks spit out the drone's melted chassis and street across the room. I've seen this kind of reaction before. Thermite. Whoever built the drone must have wired it to a self-destruct device. Within seconds, all that's left of the little drone is a molten wreck on the charging cradle. Foul-smelling smoke pours out the remains. You steal another glance at the chip you recovered and turn away. Huh. Well, hopefully Iger knows anything about chips, because I don't. You. Oh, well, I guess I'm picking on them. I had a chip. I found a chip. You produce the trip, the engineer's eyes widen slightly. He turns his head and coughs rack his body. Interesting. This means something to you, Yuli? No identifying markings. I've seen enough BTLs in my time to know one when I see it. But this is different. It's been modded somehow. Go ahead and slot it, bitch. It'll take you on the ride of your life. Smack him for you, will me? I'm busy. She has asked me to hit him. But I want to know what one of them is. Don't get out much, do you? It's a SimSense chip. I don't know what that means either. Ah, better than life. So it's the VR shit. They're cheap, easy to find, and incredibly addictive. People have died of dehydration while riding BTL highs. Better than life. Ah. It's pretty common in the streets. They just stay plugged in until their bodies give out. Not a pretty way to go, believe me. Speaking of which, look at Yuli's temples. See that sweat building up? I'd say our friend here has developed himself a habit. Don't know what you're holding, slag. You don't deserve to touch that chip. Oh, he's an addict. Fuck you. Thing is, I know our friend's right. I'm telling you, he's too careful to get himself addicted to Sims. These things haven't hooked this badly. Must be even more addictive than standard ones. I can't do anything with that. What? He would recover. Ah! He passed the poke. I have been too stupid to do like 3 of the 4 things that I could do here. Because I hadn't spec'd enough into biotech or into hacking, so I had to just fumble around. Tell me, the last thing we need is more stim junkies in our streets. Got anything to add to that, Yuli? We're interrogating this man, but he was threatening to take his secrets to his grave, no matter how many fingers and teeth were broke. So, we had to find something else. No idea how wrong you are about all of this. To move my arms, I'd take that chip from you and show you what it does. Sure you would. Good find, Dustina. We struck a nerve. Any other thoughts? well. Might know where the other chimp went. Remember that body I found in the other room? Yeah, good thought. Go check it out. Be quick. I don't know how long it'll be before we have company. Ah, he was probably off his tits on VR. It is hexagonal in combat. Out of combat you can move slippy slidey. Ruined body lies crumpled on the floor. Its fractured skull glistens wetly in the light. Rustle in his brain. Peeling back a patch of matted hair, you find something that a casual viewer would have missed. The man had a jacket. Chip jack. It's a cheap model, sufficient for loading SimSense chips and BLTs, but little else. I said BLTs. Bacon, lettuce, tomato in the brain. Doesn't take much effort for you to pry it open. Inside the chip jack you find a glob of plastic. Looks as though whatever this guy was running melted down some time after he slaughtered it. A chip jack like this couldn't generate enough heat to destroy a SimSense chip. The only logical conclusion was the chip itself was wired to melt down after use. Oh. That's a way to go. Engineer's eyes remain locked on the chip. His face has gone pallid white. Can you check if the crunchy things are ready yet? Can you check if the crispies are firm yet? His shirt's drenched with sweat, his eyes bulge and his breathing's heavy. Find what you were looking for? Yeah, I pried this chip jack open and found a blob of melted plastic inside, still warm to touch. Heard things like this before. Single-use Sims designed to self-destruct after they're slaughtered. Keeps the customers from reusing them over and over again. Let's say you found our missing chip. I don't know who'd willingly slot this. It drove him to kill himself, but it looked like he was enjoying every second of it. You don't know a damn thing. I know you'd like to get your hands on it if you could grab it. He struggles to raise from the floor. After a few seconds, he gives up. You really want this thing, don't you? This is junkie behaviour. Whatever this thing is, you're hooked on it. Chip is everything. Everything. It's worth dying for. I was ignorant once, like you, but then my eyes were opened. I saw the chip slot one. And you become a god. I too was a skeptic. Then the wolf caught me. And the raven opened my eyes. And now at last I can see. Give me the chip. It was promised to me. I need it. Tell us who you were. Oh, that was easy. Winter Night. Never heard of him. Of course you haven't, bitch. If you had, you'd already be dead. They don't leave loose ends. His body begins to tremble. It looks like the drugs are wearing off. They have money, she-troll. Money and influence enough to put the syndicates to shame. Even I cannot say how much, but I do know that I've seen it's just the tip of the spear. So if you're telling the truth, and some sort of secret society is behind us, what do they want Rashatten asked? They do not tell me these things. All I know is they want to store things here. Crates, boxes, shipped in from all over. No cargo inspections, no traces back to them. What are they shipping in? Weapons, drugs, more of these BTLs? You think I asked them? It's not my place to know. And all I know is that which was promised to me. Give me the chip! You promised! She promised you the chip. I, on the other hand, didn't offer you a goddamn thing. Just got you there. Goodbye, Yuli. Oh, she kills the engineer. Kieran, I might have made a poor decision. Plunges her blade at the engineer's throat. The orc lets out a startled gurgling sound, thrashes and dies. Iga wipes her hands clean and looks up, an expression of grim satisfaction on her face. Well, that takes care of that. Thanks to the assist, fearless leader. We ain't done yet. We still have Winter Night to deal with. Can't do it, fearless leader. What you're suggesting is beyond the scope of our capabilities. I don't have any contacts in Norway. Wouldn't even know where to begin looking for them. And if we found them, what then? The two of us aren't going to stop an international conspiracy on our own. We're good, but we're not that good. Good call. Just one more thing I want to do before I head back home. Still need to search the bastard. Who knows? Maybe he has additional evidence on him. Or in him. Could be that he has headwear storage. We won't know till we go digging. So he wanted the chips, the VR bullshit, and he told us his boss was going to right, and he sounded like he actually meant it. And then he said, "What? Give me the chip you promised." And then Iga said, "No, she promised, not me." And I had the choice between saying, "Oh, that's not fair, we promised him," or "She's got you there." And I can't remember what the other option was. Maybe just give him it. So I clicked, "She's got you there," because I thought it sounded funny, and then she stabbed him in the throat with a knife and killed him. But he was a bad man, so I don't think it matters. And I feel she would have been unimpressed with me if I tried to stop her killing her bad gang man. Peace is not always the right option. But it wasn't crystal clear she was going to murder him. I thought she was going to smash the chip in front of him. Oh, she could have then killed him afterwards. Have you been smart enough to go for milk-free milk? Did you finish off the minimum milk-free milk? Or have you gone for real milk? Half and half. Yeah. Did you use the old one first, though? Oh, you just glugged it, like a mad lad. Search the bastard. I would like to search him as well. Let me help. Time passes. The job is long and unpleasant, but eventually you find something. A hidden storage compartment in one of the engineer's cyber arms. Deactivated as his cyberware is, it takes some prying to get it open. But Iga leans in and puts some muscle into it. With a metallic snapping sound, the compartment yawns open. Iga reaches in, pulls out a cylindrical object about the size of a beer can. She inspects it and a smile creeps over her face. What is it? Yeah, actually, it's a pulse grenade! Last I heard, the Russian military were developing them as crowd dispersal devices. That was years ago. Looks like Yuli kept a memento of his time in the Spetsnaz. Looks like typical Russian engineering. Clunky but functional. If I took this thing apart, I bet I could figure out how they made it. Anything else? Not that I can... Oh. What the hell? Oh, it exploded. Engineer's body surges forward, a violent convulsive motion. His eyes bulge out of his skull. And his chest evaporates in a spray of light. Interesting. Same as the bombs. Send his employers. They've put a bomb in him. Yeah, must have. Willing to bet that they hadn't used the cyberware deactivator on him. He'd have gone up before he had a chance to spill any names. If you're looking for further proof, I guess this was it. Looks that way. Let's go. People need to know about this. Well, that was somewhat strange. We didn't actually find out if it was actually... Well, it was heavily implied it was the VR that sent that other guy crazy and made him kill himself while happy fun time. But single-use VR chips, it just makes me think of video game licenses instead of CDs. The U-Bahn whisks you back to the cruise bar, Iga standing by your side. The image of the engineer's body disintegrating in the flames replays itself over and over in your mind. Bright flash, the shower of sparks, the overpowering stench of sizzling meat. A blue-green afterimage hangs suspended in the center of your field of vision, and it refuses to be blinked away. I've seen worse things. In this game universe, I've seen worse things, like the lab assistants being torn, hung, drawn, quartered by their own...
I think the amount evaporating from the chest outward would stick with you, though.
That's pretty cool, to be honest. Cool. And he was a stinky bad man, and he was already dead. From what Iger told you, the engineer was a menace, an international criminal at the top of his game. And as you watched, he was consumed from within by a device that marked him as disposable. The rattle of U-Bahn car coming to a halt shakes you from your Riviera. You're home. It is, however, late. I'll talk to Iger at the house, and then I should probably go to bed in the real lands. What is the Tim, Kieran? Like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Pretty damn late then. Simon, are you raiding tonight? No. Are you ready for beddy soon? Not all. Okay. Okay. Oh well, I'll continue playing then. Talk about what happened with the engineer. Great. I'm ready to get over it if you are. Ready to go over it if you are. So the engineer was working for a secret society. I wasn't expecting that. Neither was I. Part of me is still having trouble believing it. But it's true, he wasn't lying, I could see it in his eyes. Been able to do any digging? There isn't much reliable info out there. Whoever these guys are, they're very good at info control. None of my contacts could find anything but rumour and conjecture. Most of that's too crazy to even consider. How crazy are we talking here? Completely insane. Stories about mythical, magical nukes and the end of the world. Fenris shamans, Ragnarok, that kind of thing. Like I said, nuts. I mean, there's a dragon in this world, so... Maybe they're running a disinformation campaign, planning strange rumours to create plausible deniability. That's what I was thinking, yeah. Corporations, governments do it all the time. Why not these guys? Anyway, we stopped them cold and shat honest. Whatever the business is, whatever was going on in these crates with the engineer having chipped there, isn't our problem anymore. Cruise Bar is safe, on that front at least. Normally I'd press the bottom option, but am I right in thinking if I do that she'll call me a pussy? Probably. Because we're not sure. We still don't know where the organisation that was telling him to take over the town is, or anything really about them. I think the top thing's probably better. Shut up, fearless leader. We did good back there. Besides which, we still have a dragon to worry about. Yeah, I think she would have called me a pussy if I'd said thank you, well done. She hasn't liked it whenever I've said well done, you are a good worker. Grenades! Wasn't too difficult to pull the thing apart and see what made it tick. Making one of my own was a different story, but I got there in the end. Meet the newest addition to my arsenal. I call it the voltaic grenade. Based on the same principles as the Russian pulse grenade, but with a few tweaks of my own. What tweaks are we talking about? Mine's a lot more bite than the original. I bumped up the amperage quite a bit. When this thing goes off, it'll both shut down the nervous system and cook the organs of anyone in the blast radius. Nice! Well, if I ever have her on my team again, she can use that grenade and we can see how it works. It is. You wouldn't want to be on the wrong end of one of these. For now, I've only managed to make one grenade. They aren't the easiest things in the world to manufacture, or the cheapest. I should be able to scrounge up enough raw materials to put a new one together between each run. Ah, so that's the game saying they'll regenerate. Sounds good. Yeah, what did he say? Son of a bitch said a lot of things. What of it? I just want to know what he told you. All due just for respect. That's none of your business, Dorsina. Nah, top one. I am the boss, tell me. You really want to know? Alright, fine, I'll tell you. Told me about a bunch of Polish towns that my unit swept for syndicate activity. Told me how the mob poured back in right after we left, and what they did to the people who'd accepted our help. Told me about the beatings, the rapes, the killing rooms, the torture, and worse. He relished in describing it, the relentless, hideous barbarism of it all. All meant to teach some sort of lesson. I think the cruelest part is the entire story. Those people, they didn't need a lesson in how terrible life can be. They live with it every day. Yuli seems to find all of it hilarious. Yeah, I know that he was pushing my buttons on purpose. I know he was trying to make me lose control, but hell with it, he deserved a good beating. You didn't pull any punches, so I didn't pull any punches. And if you have a problem with that, you can go and get fucked. I don't know. Maybe, but I can't ignore the possibility he wasn't playing me, that those things did happen. Be a bitter pill to swallow, Dorsina. I'll leave things where they stand. There'll always be some hope that he was lying. But if I dig into this and find out he was telling the truth, found out that none of what we did meant anything, I don't know what to click, Master Kieran. Oh no. You were trying to help, even if he was telling the truth. We weren't to know somebody was going to go and beat the shit out of them. Too strong to run from the truth, that might be a bit sappy. Doesn't it? Our actions might have drawn attention to those people, made them targets. You were doing good. Whatever the Mafia did is on them, not you. You're right, it isn't. No more moping around, I promise, and I will look into this, Dorsina. Wherever this trail leads me, I'll follow it and I won't stop till I'll find the truth. I'll help you if you need it. Thanks, but no. Not now, at least. At some point after we're done with what we're doing, I'll look into this. I'll get the truth, whatever it might be. But I'm not doing it today. I've got you back. I know, and I'm glad. Let's change tack. Is there anything else from that run you'd like to go over? If you have any thoughts, I want to hear them. Oops, I think I've clicked through some text too quickly there. So if you make enough choices that the NPCs hate, will you never get their friendship quests? Or will you still get them, but...
I think it's possible, yeah, to still get the friendship quests.
because they don't like you?
Yeah. Seems really bad.
updates on Alexander? Nothing new, he's adjusting. Gonna take some time. Right, so nobody's got anything new, so I'm gonna pet the dog. I think I'll stop it for now. I've been doing one mission per session. That works quite well. The missions aren't quite long. 2 hours. Oh, with a crispy cake.